Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome back to another video. For those of us who are joining us for the first time, feel at home. Karibu sana. This is the Lavish Corner. For those of us who have been here before, I really do appreciate you guys. Always welcome. So guys, as you can tell from the title of this video, today we're going to have a conversation. Yes, we're going to sit down and have a talk. And the topic of today is a subject I'm sure most of us have interacted with at some point in their personal life or maybe just in general, and it's very dear to most of us. So I decided to pick on this topic because it's also something that I've been working on and I'm still working on in my life, and I just want to talk about it maybe from my own perspective and how I try to figure it out or how I try to navigate around it. So, self-confidence. I'm sure this word or this phrase means a lot of different things to so many different people. So today I'm just going to try and talk about it in the way that I understand it and the way I feel about it. So first of all, I'm just going to start off by trying to define what I understand by self-confidence. For me, self-confidence basically means the attitude that you have towards yourself as a person, and also the attitude that you have towards your abilities and your skills. And the reason I look at it in those three senses is because sometimes we tend to mistake our abilities and our skills as our own persona. And for me, I don't look at it that way because I believe the fact that you are already a person and a human being in itself is something that should give you confidence. Then your abilities and your skills is something that you add on to that. Therefore, basically what I'm saying is that you don't necessarily have to define your confidence based on your skills and your abilities only. So there's also that inner part of you as a person that needs to find its own confidence separately from what you're able to do or from what you're able to put out. And then also another point just to bring out on that is that your confidence is an attitude that you have towards these things that I've mentioned, and it is not necessarily a character, because I believe most of us maybe we confuse confidence to be like a character, in the sense that if I'm not loud, then I don't have confidence. If I don't speak in such a way, then I don't have confidence. Or if I don't walk or dress or act, or if I don't have this kind of a talent, then I'm not confident. And this attitude is something that you develop over a long period of time, because I believe that when you're born, you come into this world with a clean slate. So you don't have a positive attitude towards anything, you don't have a negative attitude towards anything. You don't think of yourself in a certain way. So because of the external things that happen, or the experiences that you go through in life, then that is what will automatically shape your self-confidence, or the way you perceive yourself, or the attitude that you have about yourself and your abilities. And I believe for most of us, when you look at yourself and your life, the way you look at things and the way you view things is out of the experiences that maybe you've had before, or the way people have taught. So when it comes to self-confidence, what I feel is that this is something that you have to keep on working on for yourself. It's something that you have to keep on figuring it out, and also it's something that you have to keep on defining and redefining it for yourself. So don't let other people define what confidence is supposed to be for you, because you're the one who knows yourself, you're the one who understands how you are or how you operate. So it should be something that should be an inside job, an internal working. Now this brings me to my next point, especially if you're trying to work out on your self-confidence. You need to stop comparing yourself with other people. Comparison has been known to be the biggest joy killer. Like, when you compare yourself, you find that you completely lose all the joy and all the positivity that you have inside of you, because you can never be like anyone else. Especially in this day and age of the social media, we tend to compare ourselves to what other people post and how other people portray to be living their life. And you know, this is just something that is out there in the virtual world. So be confident in yourself, and be satisfied in who you are, knowing that there are people out there who definitely would be better than you at something, definitely would be living a better life than you, but it doesn't mean that they're better off or in a much better place to have a good life. Just the way you are, you can be able to actually live a fulfilled life without being compared to anyone else. And on that note, I think it's also important to bring it up that you should also not entertain other people who want to keep comparing you to other people. You know, maybe you're not a certain standard, or you're not at a certain level, and it's something that they keep reminding you about. um, Stay away from that. You know, you don't have to take that energy. Like, if somebody finds that you're not good enough to be in their company, or if somebody finds that you're not doing something as per their standard, then it's good, it's okay. As long as you feel like you've done your best, it's fine. You don't have to keep comparing or allowing people to compare yourself to other people, because you will never move forward, you will never find your authentic self. And the thing about confidence is that you have to be authentically yourself, to feel yourself, to believe in yourself, to know that you're worth it. Each and every one of us is gifted differently. We all have certain strengths and certain weaknesses that, you know, not every other person will have the same as we do. But the thing is that you need to work on what you need to improve, and what you're good at, you need to celebrate. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. If you feel like you want to learn to speak in front of other people better, then this is something that you can practice on, something that you can work on. You feel like you need to learn how to interact with people in a certain space better, then it's something that you can work on. For me, what I look at is that I know there are certain things that I'm good at, and I celebrate that so much. There are certain things that I'm not good at. There are certain things that I'm not good at, and I'd really like to be good at, which I work on. I put in time to practice, and just to sharpen that skill. And then also there are certain things that, you know what, I don't have to do. You know, it's not important. I don't really have to know how to sing like so and so. I don't really know how to have to speak like so and so. So it's okay. Now, for example, when you're giving a speech, or when you want to stand and speak in front of a group of people, you know, there are different ways of doing it. There are people who are very aggressive and very loud and all that, but then there are people who are very calm and very soft in their delivery. And at the end of the day, as long as you're feeling confident in doing that, then I feel like, you know, that in that case you have to define what is confidence for you. So if you're feeling affirmative enough, if you're feeling like you're able to pass the information, and you're able to speak with confidence, then you don't have to do it the way somebody else does it. You don't have to be loud, you don't have to be rough, you don't have to be abrasive, and you don't also have to be soft spoken. You know, some people sometimes they feel like because they have a loud voice, they want to be soft spoken. If it's not you, it's not you. Be yourself in whatever it is that you do. Another practice that I've been incorporating so much in building up my confidence is self-affirmation. And for me, that basically is speaking positivity upon myself. I try to do it every day. I try to write down positive things about myself, and yeah, so I think that helps, because it kind of reinforces that thought in your mind. If you continue speaking good things and affirming yourself daily on your positives, it really helps a lot. And then also for me, another form of affirmation that I've been practicing is countering the self-negative thought that comes into your mind. For example, let's say you're struggling to get out of bed because you're having a really bad morning, and in your mind you're already telling yourself it's not going to be a good day. You know, at that point you just stop yourself and tell your mind, you know what, it doesn't matter if it's going to be a good day, I'm going to get out, I'm going to have a good time. And you make it work. You stop that negative thought, and you make it, turn it into a positive for that moment. Then something else I also consider very important when you're working on your self-confidence is to practice self-compassion. You know, sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, you put yourself down. Like if you make a mistake, or if you mess up, or if you miss a step, I mean, you can be so down on yourself. You give yourself lectures for days, And you know, that help doesn't help at all, because it just continues to bring your confidence down. Just look at it this way: most of us, when you're dealing with other people, if they make a mistake, or if, you know, they put out their best but maybe didn't work out the way they wanted it to work out, most of us will have kind words for those people. We'll encourage them, we'll tell them, you know what, you can try again, you know, you don't have to feel bad. But when it's about yourself, you find that you're much more harder on yourself than you would be to other people. So practice being nice to yourself, practice forgiving yourself for the mistakes that you've made, and practice not being so hard on yourself. I know, I think maybe you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. And also being showing some compassion to yourself also means that you need to recognize some situations that are a bit toxic for you, situations that will continue to bring down your confidence. Sometimes it's okay to separate yourself and just try and find yourself again and recover from where you fell down. Then also there's certain periods in your life that, you know what, your confidence will just go down. You'll be in a bad place. You'll find yourself really feeling bad about life and you're not able to cope. At this point, what I do is I just roll with the punches sometimes. You know, let the times pass, because I know the thing about confidence is not what defines my life, my full life. It may define a small period of my life, or it may be just a small phase of my life, but it doesn't mean that it will be there for a long period. So you just let it pass and you let it roll. Take time off, you know. If you need to step back and just relax and do nothing and just take care of yourself and come to yourself, it's fine. If you need to step aside and just figure out what is it that is causing me to feel this low, then do that for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one who can be there for yourself. At the end of the day, you're your own fuel, you're your own strength, and you need to figure out how to move yourself forward. And don't be afraid to embrace your self-doubt. It's okay to face your fears. And at this point is the things that really give you so much fear. Sometimes don't let them rule over your life so much. Sometimes it's okay to, you know, to tackle the bull by its horns and just go out there and live that life. If you make a mistake, if you mess up, it's okay. At least you tried it, and imagine what, find that your confidence will actually increase because you put yourself out there for the challenge, and maybe now you're becoming a better person, or you're becoming better at what it is that was giving you so much fear. So yeah, so basically that's it. You don't want to talk so much over it. And just a disclaimer out there, I'm not a professional, I'm not a counselor, I've not studied any psychology. This is just me talking from my own perspective, just to put an encouraging word out there to somebody who may be feeling like they're struggling with this and they want a pick me up of some sort. Just know you're not alone out there. Lots and lots of people go through places where they are not confident at all in themselves. And you find that sometimes there are people who you look at and you feel like they're very confident, but deep down inside them, when they open up to you, you realize that they are actually also struggling with the same issues that you are struggling with, especially when it comes to self-confidence. So go out there, guys, and just live life on your own terms. The strength, find the strength in your abilities and your abilities, your gifts, and yourself in your own terms. Yeah, so guys, you know, I don't like, I don't want to sound so serious in my video today, but you know, sometimes it's good just to talk. Oh, sorry guys, I have a neighbor who has a dog, and so I just want to sign out at this point, and hoping that I've been able to just give a word of encouragement, or maybe just be able to connect with somebody out there. And I'm really glad that you were able to watch this video till the end. Uh, yes, I'm looking forward to doing more videos where we can have conversations like this. Even though I know my conversation skills, I need to work on them. But yes, this is where we are at right now. So thank you guys so much. Um, Kindly, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please go down to the subscription button below and subscribe. Click on the bell so that you can be notified anytime I post. I'd like to hear from you guys, feedback of what you think, what you feel about the topic we have discussed today, and how you go about it on your own terms. Yes. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate